Aiden Manchanda, James Large, Keith Johnson, Carlos Sigi, Brendan Bartlett, Nelson Garcia, Calvin Bruce, Corey McEwen, Bella Rogers, Mad Matty Long, and Dominic Aleprando. We will have the stream back up on YouTube as we just reboot that for you guys. And it is back live on the YouTube. So YouTube is back live, everybody. Sorry we had to reboot the stream. So let's go. We see Rob King in there cheering on his son, Hunter. I must name my son Hunter too. Don Elliott, Ethan McManus. We are on board with the man himself in the Cotton Candy Kayo show, Ryan Lutz, who has been running E-truggy for many, 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 many years. This is Lutz. So we are back up on the YouTube. We had to restart the stream as we reached our time limit. So we apologize for that, but we got it back up in time for the last heat of E-truggy. As we are on board with our second moving camp. There's Hunter King right there. Is that Hunter? Yeah, that's Hunter King's colors right there. Sorry. That purple and yellow. Actually, I really do like his paint job. That purple and yellow team. And that is curse of the commentator as he gets it wrong going through this. The lunar landscape there. And up and over, we see Hunter coming around, keeping it tight. That's Ethan McManus. They need to stop fighting with each other. They're both going to cause each other to not do well. Ethan is way down compared to Ryan. But Ryan Lutz out front with 35-3. Caden Fuller second. Hunter King third. Bella Rogers fourth. Aiden Manchanda fifth. E-truggy Old Man F1. That's a lot of new people. It's all young guys up here. There we see Ryan Lutz in the Cotton Candy Kayo show. Up and over. Lutz. Nowhere to do backflips this weekend for Ryan Lutz. And Caden Fuller in second as we see an E-truggy pulling wheelies on that straightaway. I'm just amazed at how much power these trucks have, man. Amazing how fast they are, how powerful they are. There's Ryan Lutz carving out that corner as he goes around, up and over the double, and comes back around. You can see a divot forming in that that off camber too. That's going to make that ever so difficult. As he comes up over, slams it down. You can see the suspension movement. Ooh, there's Ethan McManus. He's not having a good run at all. He was fast here yesterday, but in this qualifier, but not having a good run today. It's Ryan Lutz, Hunter King, Caden Fuller, Don Elliott, Smiley Hen. We got Diego Bianche cheering on Aleprando. But Ryan Lutz got those white square inserts in that Kayo show. And we hear, ooh, wheelie time. E-truggy wheelies. You like those wheelies, Danny? That's the only reason I want one of those Losi Pro Moto X's so I could just do wheelies. Yeah. Hint, hint, horizon. As we go up over, this double is Nuts gets it wing high, slamming on those brakes, but still carrying a lot of speed, whipping it over that double, going around, keeping it tight around the pipe. Look at that divot right there that's forming. He misses that divot completely. That driver goes in. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects the buggy racing. These truggies don't seem to get phased much at all by these holes in the track, especially these E-truggies. They're just so powerful. I guess it's a little bit heavier as well. So as they go up and over, we are still following Ryan Lutz, Caden Fuller, Hunter King is your top three. This will be a top three. What happened to Aiden? Where's Aiden? Aiden Ridgeway. Aiden Ridgeway. Very good in E-truggy. Not having a good run so far. He's actually scored down in eighth, which will give him a 9 overall if it stands like this. But Ryan Lutz coming on, slamming on the brakes. One thing I like on the truck is you can see all the suspension movement. I like that. I do. It's like a fish scale car. You can see it all moving all about. Ryan Lutz with a 9.519. And Jennifer just dropping me off some Ricola uh, throat lozenges that I will need, I'm sure, as we go on later on today. Hello, Chuck. How are you? Good luck, all good looking track and super fun. Super drop from Lance and the team as always. Ryan Lutz taking over your TQ. He's going to take your overall TQ of E-truggy. Well done to the man, the myth, the legend. That is Ryan Lutz. Hold on, where's my son? Is he not in this heat? Ah, Blake Baker. We got the tunes busting out there. Somebody's busting some Bob Marley out there. Always good to hear. So we are on the biggest class of the Wicked Weekend, the Sportsman E-buggy. 7 heats of Sportsman E-buggy here. Vinny Nanito, Carter Bright, David Scott, Jacob McCoy, Captain J, Miller Freud, M. Thompson, Brantley Diallo, L.J. Lawrence, Blake Baker, who's actually my son, is out there, I believe. Scott Branch, Stephen Downey, Andy Rose, Ryan Nett, Scott Scout, Scott Snellgrove, and Evan Steichleather. Where's our chat? Where did everybody go in our YouTube chat? Come on, guys. Let me share this again. We got Mr. Steve in this race. Hasn't started yet. Blake Baker, a.k.a. Kendry White. righty then. Ryanette out front there. David Scott, Jacob McCoy, Andy Jones, Miller Freud, Carter Bright, Blake Baker, a.k.a. Kendry White. Kyle Herman says, Lefty, I'm heading that way after a emergency back surgery Thursday afternoon. That's why I'm not racing. Ah, okay. Good stuff. Where are you going Thursday? Greg Holland says, we should require a sound module in e-buggies. Oh, my son. Excuse me. That caught me off guard. Kendry out there under the alias of Blake Baker. I want to say thank you to Blake Baker for letting my son drive his car, giving up his e-buggy run so he can run. I greatly appreciate that. But Ryanette out front with an 8.532, followed by David Scott. We're actually watching Ryanette right now. He's from Florida, down in the Mills Pond, Florida, Miami area. Well, I mean, he. I might have taken that. I think. I'll help you recover soon from your back surgery there, Kyle. I don't know what happened to Mr. Steve. He hasn't started again. No idea. Oh, Kendry. Up in ninth. There's Kendry right there. That gray wing. He just went up there, that orange and gray wing. No, Kendry is. I don't know where he is now. I think that's him right there. Hmm? No, it's not bad. First time ever driving on a track. Ryanette. Oh, that's Ryanette. No, I thought that was Ryanette for a second. Did make a mistake. So we have two white cars out there. Always good. Yeah, race is done. Sportsman e-buggy, the biggest classer. E-buggy paying the bills here at the Wicked Weekend. Sportsman e-buggy. Good to see all these sportsman guys coming on and racing with us. And e-buggy, this is one of the best classes that we can have to get people introduced to RC racing. It's good to see it filling up here as well. And yeah, all right, Kyle, I'll see you when you come here, man. Come over and get some decals. I'll be over here in the white building. Just pop in. I got the decals. I think they're right there. Yep, they're over there, I believe, Danny. So come over and say hello. When you get a chance, Danny, just pass me those decals in that bag, please. Danny Paz out here, busy monitoring. This usually he's doing all. Usually Danny Paz will be doing all this work, plus moving the camera. And he's doing his coverage. So thank you. Oh, Kendra's in this race. Okay. I'm confused. Thank you, brother. I hope you should have used Anakin White. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Just talking to my son about his run. Trip Rexcoat out in front, and Tylen Abbott out in second. Brian Johnson, Robert Lynn. Actually, Kendra ran in the race before this, so he's here. He's all smiles. I think he's enjoying himself. One second, guys. Tylen Abbott, his first big race. But had a great interview with Kevin Abbott, good dude out there of Exalt RC. Is it Exalt RC? Great man, good dude to talk to. His son Tylen, I really like his son's name, Tylen. That's pretty cool. But Tylen Abbott out there on a 7.5.11. Brian Johnson, Robert Lynn, Trip Rexcoat, Hans Berger, Mason Molina, David Diaz, Paul Tim, Stacy Milheck. The family that races together stays together. Riley Hickerson also in her. Lots of young talent coming up. Good to see all these young racers coming in. Team Exalt. Sorry, Justin. I knew it was something, from Kevin. Really great chat with him on my podcast a few weeks ago. Also a great chat on the Wheel and Trigger podcast with Brent and Kevin. But Wyatt Van Fleet out front. He's on a 7 at 5.12. But Ryan Nett said in Kevin. Oh, we got an all black car out there with black wheels. Oh, this car needed to have a black wing. This would have been epic. Black car, black wing. Ooh, purple chassis. It looks like. Oh no, it's a black chassis that's just been scraped on. Here we see Mr. Colwood out there, tire marshalling. Thank you, sir. I believe it's tire marshalling for Wilson. And Seth's last. Okay, Kyle Bonner's looking at the race from earlier. Brian Johnson moving up to that top spot. Brian Johnson, Wyatt Van Fleet, Tylen Abbott, Robert Lynn, whose birthday is today as well, Chip Rexcoat, and Stacy Milheck. But thank you guys for tuning in the chat. Continue to share as well, everybody. Share this to Facebook groups and all that you can. We greatly appreciate it. Another black wheel incident. Oh man, I always liked black wheels on my cars back in the day. So, remember we had spoked wheels? Advantage Racing, Tony Newland had spoked wheels. We had spoked wheels as a thing. You don't see spoked wheels no more. We had different types of spokes back in the day. Here we are. There's Brian Johnson finishing with a 7.5.12. That's going to put him third overall for now. As we move on to the third heat of 7 for the 2023 Wicked Weekend. And we would like to say thank you to our sponsors. They are Absolute Hobbies, J Concepts, Techno RC, TLR Racing, VP Racing Fuels, ProTech RC, Nitro Pro, BeachRC.com, aka Reds Racing, Lugs Racing, S-Wax, TLR Fuels, H3 Racing, On Point RC Graphics, Kicker Performance Audio, RaceTime Entertainment, Florida RC Championships, WRCE Media, and the No Name RC Podcast. Thank you to everybody out there in the chat world, in the virtual world. We are enjoying talking to you guys. We look forward We're going to have Pro E-buggy coming up. We have Intermediate E-buggy coming up shortly after this. And then we will go and take a 10 to 15 minute break and then go into Q3. We will be going on to doing interviews with people after the after qualifiers here in Q3. We're going to attempt to go get a Lutz track walk that should be up for you guys tomorrow. And yes, as you can see, the atmosphere is awesome here at the Wicked Weekend as we see everybody milling about, getting ready for their qualifiers. We have one more qualifier left, and we will be doing some lower mains all the way to 11 o'clock tonight. So stay tuned. Lots of racing to go. It's early 12:20 now. So don't go anywhere. Come in the chat. If you're coming here to watch some racing, make sure you come and see me over here in the white building to get some NNRC decals to put on your car. Yes, it is. It's packed here, man. You know, it's always like this at a big race. People come, start filling in on like this week. This time was the Wednesday. So people started coming here on the Wednesday. Then Thursday morning was more people. By the end of Thursday, it was packed. Then you looked on Friday, more people came, and it just set up the tent city, the moving RC circus that is RC racing. And then by tomorrow, 5, 6 o'clock, it's going to be a ghost town. It's amazing how fast it starts and how quick it goes away. But I love it. I love that feeling. I love coming around and seeing my friends, seeing all my extended RC family. And I believe we are on board. That is a beautiful car out there. That line. What do you think about lime green wheels, Mike Kaz? I think it looks good. So that is Carlos Ribas. And that black and green, fluorescent green car. I love this car. I love the side dams, colored side dams. I love this fluorescent green. Good job. I think DE Racing makes fluorescent green wheels. Not sure. But I like it. Let's keep up this new fashion of the colored side dams. Let's keep it going. Let's keep that ball rolling. Yes, and Scotty's doing his no prep on Live RC. It's his race, the straight line shootout. You know, no prep. That's another thing I would like to go check out, some no prep. I actually would like to do that, race that. But that's got so advanced now that you need so much technology to be competitive in that class now. So, yeah. Alex Lata is out in front. I believe that's Alex in that white and pink car. And Carlos Ribos is that black and fluorescent green. I do like that car. It looks very good. Very good. I think he needs some different color decals on it to really make it stand out. Maybe some hot pink decals would make it stand out. I think so. But I like crazy colors like that. As we are on board with Alex Lata as he sends it over that double, going wide out in that fluff. He wants to keep it tight. Don't send it so hard. Don't want to be flat landing these e-buggers. You want to try and land on that long range as Alex Lata comes back. And that's a 43.6. Carlos Ribos inheriting that top spot for 41.4. And this is heat 3 of 7. So, Woogie Nitro, just so you know, there's that bright orange that we saw last night that I saw was actually fluorescent orange anodizing. So the guy came up and showed me, and actually the people that did it contacted me. And I thought it was cool. It was like fluorescent orange. Robbie Pittman. As we see, somebody sending it over that double. Oh, and that's going from bad to worse for them. As they go around that corner, let's see who they are. No, that's not Alex Lada. Alex Lada not coming across the line. There we go. Is that Lata? Nope. Alex Lada having a problem. And he looks to be out. He's got the red line of doom. Oh, no. Alex Lada breaking or having some issue. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Ryder Trotter just coming down and showing me his white body that he got everybody around her to sign, even myself. He says he's going to race it like that. But we are on board with Carlos Ribas, who has now inherited the top spot after Lata experienced imminent disaster, and his race is over because he got the red line of doom, and he is now not going to do well. This is going to have to be his throwaway, but let's see. None of these guys on Ryan Nett's pace. He's still on a 7-lap 5 flat. He's holding out. He's got 4 more races to go. Carlos Ribas, ooh, 1.4 seconds, just not too far off the time that Ryan Nett set, and yeah, still Ryan Nett holding on to that top spot. Dave Brackett, Travis Rimmer, Peyton Bacon, Kevin Tran in 5th. So we still have going on to our 4th race, so 3 more races after this. Thank you, Saltwater Octane. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody out there wishing me a happy birthday. It's good to feel the love from my RC family. Good to be here with my RC family, to be honest. And really enjoying it out here with everybody. So I couldn't think of a better way to spend my birthday, having my son out here chilling out with me. And all this good stuff and watching him race, and that's got me excited. And you know, my daughter sent me a nice voice note this last night wishing me happy birthday, my wife and whatnot, and truly amazing. And I'd like to hopefully get my whole family out here to a race one day. We'll see how that works one day, but it's good to have my son out here, and people have been very caring to him. I told him he needs to learn English now because he doesn't speak any English, but he's having fun, and I really appreciate, you know, all the wishes and just the help that it took to get me out here. You know, it's really amazing, and I appreciate it. So thank you, everybody, for all the help. I can't do any of this without the support of you guys. So thank you. I mean that. And I tell people all the time, I am rich in relationships in RC. So this is my happy place, being here at the RC track. So, thank you once again. Thank you once again. None of this possible without you guys. All right, so Zach Cater, Bobby Moore Jr., Greg Junick, Jason Lata, Mark Connor, Andrew Matos, Brian Campbell, Jeremy Lawrence, Rodley Torres, Dennis Campbell, Jared Corley, Jordan D. Dayton, Donnie Large, Michael Hine, Jose Augustino, and Drew Bryant. This is race 4 of 7 for the Sportsman electric buggy. Hello, Greg Holly says, I'm stuck in Arizona, so without you, I will be out of luck watching my grandson. Thank you. Who's your grandson, Greg? Let us know. Maybe we'll try and get him some track time for you. Kyle Herman says, Zach Cater coming up, needs a shout out. He's a great dude and represents ERC and himself. Are we talking about Easley? Down there in South Carolina? Beautiful. Easley's got that old school hobby shop feeling, man. You walk in Easley, and it's just like, you know, I feel like I'm back in a hobby shop from back when I was a kid. It's got some great tracks out there. And I enjoyed my visits on it Easley. I've been there a few times. Never driven on the track before, but I've definitely been down there and seen it. So if we're talking about ERC, I think that's Easley, right? So Bobby Moore Jr. came up and introduced himself. Toco Loco, what's up? How are you? You're supposed to be here. I thought you was coming. Gene's out there on the camera. He's doing a good, on one of the cameras, and he's doing a good job as well. So hopefully, I'll see you at the Florida RC Championships in October. Thank you for tuning in. Toco Loco RC, and shout out to all of our Florida and GA peeps. So Drew Bryant taking out an early lead here. Drew Bryant followed by Andrew Matos, Jason Latta, Mark Corner, and Donnie Large. I know you tried. I know you tried. Next time, I'll see you at FRCC. You got to come to one of these big races. Bryson's having a blast here. So, Jason Latta. Are we on? I think this is Jason Latta we're following now, or was it? Shout out to Tater. He'll be up in a bit. He was fast, man. Tater was fast. What's up, Tim Emerson? He says, what's going on, Lefty? I need to get back racing. I miss it, but my little guy comes first. Almost 11 months old. Yeah, man, he's growing up fast. He'll be a year soon. Don't worry. Racing ain't going nowhere. You can always come to it. Take care of that little one first. That's more important. That is more important. I remember when you showed me his X-ray onesie. But Zach Cater out front. Zach Cater representing ERC. He's now on a 7.504. Nobody on tap to take out Ryan Nett, who looks like he's going to hold TQ a little bit more or less. Zach Cater can pull 4 seconds out. Ryan Nett selling an early TQ of 7.5 flat. I hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. And we are on board with, oh, this looks like, almost looks like the Ghani's paint job right here. White. All it needs is the Honda wings. And that would be the Ghani's paint job, but it's not. It is white with a red stripe on there. Is this Jason Latta? Or is this Zach? Let's see when they come by. Nope, this is Jason Latta. Uh-oh. Something's wrong with his car. It's going so slow. Oh, no. It looks like he's lost power. He has no speed. Oh, no. Not good at all. No, 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 no. That must be Zach Cater in front of him in that green car. But that white and red car has no power whatsoever. That's full open right there. And I think that's Zach Cater. Maybe Kyle will let us know if that's his colors. Let's see when he comes around. Nope, Zach Cater's already going around. That's Andrew Matos. Zach Cater's just ahead of him. We are on board of Andrew Matos in that lime green car, yellow wheels. He needs a yellow wing with lime green side dams. As we see Andrew Matos making his way through the lunar landscape. Oh, that's not the way to do it, good buddy. Luckily, no breakage there as he keeps it around. Ah, some good notes there from Kiley. And that is it. It looks like Zach Cater. He's on tap for a 704. Right now, that will put him third overall. And nobody touching Ryan. That's TQ time at the moment. Kyle Kelly says, it's funny how you said the track is your happy place. I've been an EMT here in Flint, Michigan for 10 years. 7 months ago, I was in a very bad place mentally. So they wandered into my local track, and here I am, happier than ever and gearing up for the Cleveland Nats. So shout out to everyone who makes life a little bit better by being nerds with scale motorsports. Nerds in the field, we like to call it. But that's good, man. Did you just discover racing 7 months ago, and you was that it? And if that's great, like that's really good. Bob's RC, will we see another lipo fire? Well, so this is what happened, Bob. We saw one on day one. Guys are out there. They did not follow my rules. My special. About charging things up in containers, and they were charging their 4S batteries up on a plastic table, and poof went the dragon, and they lost charge of everything. It was out. But lucky it was out in the open. It wasn't in her, so it kind of all they didn't have to smell it. But yes, when you're charging up lipos, people, please use a lipo container. Oh wow, 7 months and totally into RC cars. What classes are you running, Kyle? That's good. That's awesome. There are RCs for everybody. All right, we are on Heat 5 of 7. Andrew Williams, Cam Hamill, Dave Ellis, Charles Derman, Gavin Wick, Nick Elliott, Jake Laxo, Lucas Skoshko, Rene Infante, Will Crow, Mike Hess, Toot Hollingsworth, Trevor Parrish, Joseph Ruggiero, Yoandi Reyes, and Randy Ellis. Always good, man. Sometimes when you find RC, it just gets on you, gets into you, and you can't get it out of you. I know. I just know. Is that your grandson, Greg? Joseph Ruggiero? Ruggiero? He says it's going to hold. Man, if you can hold your breath for 5 minutes, you should go into free diving. I was watching a special about that on Netflix the other day. It was pretty good, actually. Yeah, man. All right, so Kyle says, I'm running a B64, T64, and an SCX4. I can't keep off the podiums with the short course, though. Good stuff, good stuff. Will Crow is also from ERC. All righty. Gavin Wick from Chicago area, I'm told. Joseph Ruggiero in 10th. Greg Coleman, don't hold your breath too long. We need you alive. So that's his grandson. He's excited to see his grandson out there running. As we are on board with Cam Hamill and that blue car. And we now switching over. Is that Jake Lasco? Yep, that's Jake Lasco. You know how I know it's Jake Lasco? Because he doesn't have window masks on. I told him about this. I think we should DQ him for not having his window masks. How can the driver see if the windows are painted? So no Aiden Horn here this weekend, Kyle. He has, I think he's getting ready for 10 scale. Charles Yates says, RC has been my lifesaver since my accident, but Lefty, you know my story. That's sir. Since my accident, too, I thought, well, I was into RC when I got in my accident. But if you guys want to know more about my story, it just dropped episode 248 of the No Name RC podcast. But we are on board with Jake Lasco in that all-white car, even the windows are white, driving blind. Trevor Parrish, also, good to see the Parrish family here. Trevor and his brother, who passed away a few years ago, both wheelchair bound and watching their mom and dad working so hard to give their sons a chance to race RC. I remember when I first met the Parrish family, they invited me over and gave me an awesome pulled pork sandwich at PNB. It was so delicious, and it's really nice people, and they work really hard to so their sons can enjoy racing RC car. But unfortunately, Tyler left us a few years ago. But very good to see them back at the track and enjoying it because, like I say, RC is for everybody. But right now, we are on board with Jake Lasco, who's on an 8-lap 5:30, looking to set a new TQ. He has 2 races to go. Let's see if he can hold on to this. If he doesn't have an epic failure here, but it's Lasco from Rene Infante. How you doing, good buddy? Trevor Parrish, Charles Derman, Gavin Wick, all the top 3 guys, all looking to go faster than Ryanette's 750. And we have people cheering on Joseph. Let's see. Maybe we can find Joseph Ruggiero. He's down in 13th. He is coming across the line now. I think this is Joseph Ruggiero. Let's his grandfather can watch him race a little bit. Let us know if this is his car, Grandpa. That's an interesting color scheme. Looks like purple, bluish, green, white wheels. Very coordinated. I like the white wheels. Black wing. Like a pinky blue green there. Kyle Kelly, where can I find your podcast? It's on YouTube, the No Name RC podcast. Also, it's on all major podcast apps. We have 248 episodes. It's mostly 1/8 scale, but we do dabble in 10 scale. It's very controversial. We geek out on RC. It's myself, JQ, Max. We've had interviews with many of the top drivers and different celebrities in the RC racing world. So check it out, the No Name RC podcast on YouTube and all podcast apps. So Mal ATX says, Lefty, my black and green car, the wheels are black Avid wheels with lime green stickers. Nice. So that's your car out there, man. That car is beautiful. Got some decals for you. So that ends. Jake Lasco setting a new TQ of an 8-lap 5:27. There you go. He's rocking an NNRC hat as well. Oh yeah, if you want to learn about RC, then we have lots of we have a bench racing Q&A, science nerd. We geek right out on RC. We have some of those podcasts are 5 hours long. There's 48 of them. So we do one every week, sometimes 2 a week. Congratulations, Jacob Lasco, Renee Infante. I know you want to take some time to say thank you to our sponsors. They are Absolute Hobbies, J Concepts, Techno RC, TLR, VP Racing, Pro Tech RC, Nitro Pro, BeachRC.com, aka Reds, Lugs Racing, S-Works, TNR Fuels, H3 Racing, On Point RC Graphics, and Kicker Performance Audio. Yes, Jacob and I have been friends for a long time, me and Jake Lasco. Thanks. It's a Monster Energy scheme. My son runs a Ferrari F1 scheme with fluorescent red wheel decals. He's in race 37. That's cool. I think you need some pink Monster stickers on there. That would set it off real good. I like it. I like your car. It looks great, man. Good job. Yeah, man, I'm good. Yeah. Mhm. Alrighty, we are here in Heat 6. James Stewart, Jordan Corley, Brock Ratliff, Gabe Arnold, Mark West, Johnson Negrin. James Stewart on tap to beat Jake right now, to beat Jake Laska's time, but we have 3 minutes, 36 seconds left in this race. It is wonderful. No worries, bud. Gabe Arnold out there on an 8:5:22, looking to take over Jake Laska's time. This is the penultimate round of Sportsman E-buggy. This is the biggest class we have here at the Wicked Weekend, so the Sportsman guys are out here paying those bills with the E-buggy. Teddy Davis in second, Jordan Carley in third, Johnson Negrin in fourth, and Mark West in fifth. We have one more race to one more heat of E-buggy to go. Then we go to the intermediate class. And don't go nowhere because the pros are coming up pretty fast. You don't want to miss out on that. No, hello Rafe FPV. No fee, no little bump this weekend. He's over in Vietnam. They're over there on a family vacation. They've been over there for a few weeks, so no little bump here this weekend. Gabe Arnold got 1 minute and 23 seconds left as he's coming up over the double in this green and sky blue E-buggy, white wing, white wheels. Ooh, gets it a little bit crossed up in the lunar landscape, going over the doubles, keeping it smooth. Go a little bit wide, needs to keep it a little bit tighter as he comes around, That's a slower lap for him, 40.6. 8:5:23, still faster, 4 seconds faster than Jake Lasko. Gabe threading the needle through there with some lap traffic. Ooh, almost turned in real tight. Uh-oh, wow. Getting it wrong on the exit of that corner. Another long lap for him, a 41.5. That's dropping his lap down to a 8.5.25, but he's still ahead of Jake Lasco by 2 seconds. Gabe Arnold, Teddy Davis, Johnson Nguyen, Brock Ratcliffe, Jordan Corley. Gabe Arnold right now in your top TQ spot. Looking to hold on to that. Pipping Jake Lesko, Rene Infante in third, sorry. Teddy Davis in fourth. Alrighty. Oh no. So Gabe Arnold having a very long lap there at the end. And that's going to put him in second overall. And Jake Lasco holds onto his TQ for one more race. And it's Gabe Arnold in second, Rene Infante, Teddy Davis taking second in this race, Johnson Nguyen third, Brock Ratcliffe fourth, and Jordan Corley fifth. Keith Johnson, he was flying yesterday in this class. So up next is the last heat of Sportsman Electric Buggy. Keith Johnson, Lance Flowers, A.J. Waters, Andy Kirk, Owen Simmons, Darren Sansom, Scott Anderson, Connor Rebers, Raider Murphy, Alex Esser, A.J. Reynolds, Bryson Dyer, Don Hovide, Dawson Woodward, Nathan Grubbs, and Vincent Denito. Let's go to a commercial break.
Techno RC. Techno RC is a championship-winning manufacturer of high-performance A-scale, 10-scale, nitro, and electric RC buggies and trucks. Worldwide dealer network.
Sportsman Electric Buggy. Scott Anderson out there for early lead, followed by Andy Clark, Keith Johnson, Connor Rebus, A.J. Waters. So Connor Rebus is the Ferrari F1 scheme car in this race. So it's going to be fluorescent red wheel decals. Now, I really want to see this now. Just because I want to see these wheel decals. Raiden Murphy out there in front. And here comes Scott Anderson We are on board with Scott Anderson. That was a 39 flat for him. Followed by Keith Johnson, Andy Kirk, Owen Simmons, Connor Rebus in fifth. And we see Scott Anderson coming up and around, navigating through that rough section. Just, gets a little wrong. He's going to lose some tenths of seconds on that. And he can't afford that with Keith Johnson breathing down his neck. Right behind him, both of these guys are on tap to beat Jake Blasco's time of a 8:5:27. So Keith Johnson, with that mistake by Scott Anderson, now moves up to the top spot. Andy Kirk, if Andy Kirk wins this, we'll never hear the end of it from him, between him and Jake. So Andy Kirk moving up to the top on a 8:5:15. Scott Anderson in second for 8:5:19, and Owen Simmons with an 8:5:25. Keith Johnson having a very long lap there, and that pushes him back down to an 8:5:26. But Andy Kirk from All Out RC, WRC Southeast Team representative, I believe, as he comes through. Let's see if we can find, that's Andy right there, actually. With that white wing and that Joker, he has Joker colors, I call it. Purple and green. As he comes around, that was a long lap for him, a 43.6, but he's still on a 8:5:22. Scott Anderson doing a 39.3, and he's on a 8:5:18. So Andy having some issues in traffic. He's just got to keep it calm and collective, and not do things like that. And he will have a great finish for this round. But, tippy toe. Oh, wow. Gets very huckabuck there. Goes around, over and out, down, and around. And it's going from bad to worse for Andy Kirk. The pressure has gotten to Andy, and that is a very long lap of 47.9 that drops him down. Let's find our leader, Scott. Actually, let's find Connor Rebus, because I want to see his car. I heard he has fluorescent red wheels on. So let's try and find him as, there we go. Woohoo! He's coming down the back straight wheeling. Let's go back to this red car. I just want to see his, wow, that's nice. His father's got a monster themed car, green and black. And this is a F1 themed car. You can see the F1 yellow on there as well. This car looks great. They have neon red stickers from Avid. Oh, getting it wrong there, hitting that pipe, bouncing off that. Oh, I like that paint job. Ferrari. We are on board with Connor Rebus. I just really wanted to see his paint job. It looked great. What's up, Kirkman? I saw it up close and personal, dude. It's all powder coated. It's pretty cool, actually. Orange hubs, orange chassis, fluorescent orange. Where's Bryson doing? Bryson is in fifth. Bryson is right now in 9th overall, if he keeps it up. And that is it for Sportsman E-buggy. Scott Anderson taking the win in there and taking over TQ with an 8:5:22, followed by Keith Johnson, 8:5:26, Jacob Lasco for 8:5:27, Gabe Arnold, 8:5:28, Andy Kirk in fifth, salvaging that run, fifth overall. So well done to these guys. Thus ends. All right, Brad Clifford, I'll see you when you get up here, good buddy. Thus ends the Sportsman E-buggy qualifying as we go on to some commercials.
Techno RC. Techno RC is a championship-winning manufacturer of high-performance A-scale, 10-scale, nitro, and electric RC buggies and trucks. With a worldwide dealer network, USA and Europe-based headquarters, comprehensive warranty program, and global race support, Techno RC is excellence in RC. View the full lineup of Techno RC race-proven vehicles by visiting www.technorc.com.
For the first heat of 4 for intermediate e-buggy. The intermediate guys actually having the biggest nitro buggy class here at the Wicked Weekend. So we see these guys getting on the clock. Jason Mallory, Mike Diaz, Nicholas Parra, Joe Jenkins, Wilson Coward, Jacob Savage, Chris Figueroa, Joey Cogley, Braden Bruce, Cody Watson, Mike Anke, Zach Goodman, Ed Riley, and JJ Truex. All right, so Nico Power out to the front. Is this Nico right here, Danny? I think so. Nico Power from Colombia, but living in the Mills Pond area. This Mills Pond, his local track. Met him at the Florida RC Championships. Cody Watson, hot sauce Cody Watson getting up to that top spot. Cody making the trip from Mississippi. Known Cody for many, many years. Is part of JQ Racing. Now moving on to the Mayako chassis. I believe that is Cody. Maybe. We'll see when he comes around, but I believe that's his colors. I believe that blue car is Braden Bruce, or is it the white car? White car, says our cameraman. He knows who he is. He's now inherited that top position. He's, lucky. But that's the dance of the lunar landscape right there. You tap dance through those bumps, it can go wrong. You can slip and fall, or you can bump it all around. But there we go. That lunar landscape is really rough as you see him go up and around. But losing out to Cody, making that mistake, that's going to cost him some tenths. He's currently in second at the moment. As you see, Cody Watson on an 8.5 flat. And Braden Bruce just behind of an 8.504. And Braden keeping it tight up around that off-camera jump. Tippy-toe in through there. That was a much better line for Braden this time around. Not getting out of sorts as he keeps it tight around that left-handed 90-degree. Up and over the 180 hump. And good. That was a beautiful line onto the straightaway. Keeping it very close on the pipe right there. And this is looking to be a much better lap for Braden as he goes up over the double. Keeping it smooth, landing right on the down grain of that jump. Avoiding that hole right there. Good job, Braden. Avoiding the holes right now, he is. That's a good sign of a good driver. Being able to go around those holes or catch them right where he needs to go. Got some lap traffic. He's trying to get around them, trying to avoid them. Let's see if he can. Ooh, that was close. That could have been ugly for him. As he comes around, let's see what type of lap time he throws down now. And that was a 37.1, slightly faster. He's on an 8-lap 5.01, but Cody Watson still out front. We are on board with Hot Sauce Watson right now. As he comes around, just gets it good. Around, going up, keeping it tight, getting into that little divot. There is a little hole there, going right down the middle. That's a clean line coming through there. And giving a little whip pitch. Oh, got a little sideways there. As it goes up and around, let's see what that is for Cody. Oh, getting squarely coming on the outside there. That was a 36.8. He's now in that 9-lap presence. He wants to have a good run after not having a good run in his first run of e-buggy earlier yesterday. As we see Cody coming on, just getting a wheel in that hole. Now we see these guys driving around these holes in track. So, going wide, going around that hole as well, and trying to, good line, Cody. Got a little bit squirrely as he came out of there, and likes to throw some whips over there. You can throw some whips over there if you want. It looked pretty good. This should be a clean, he goes very wide, but keeps it under control. That was a 36.7, still on a 9-lap 5:36 pace. The only person that can catch him, and then we see Braden Bruce. He's on a 9-lap 5:37. So he's about 1 second behind Cody on the clock. As you see Cody in some lap traffic now. Ooh, that was close. As he slides the rear of that car around that 180 off camber. And he keeps it clean over the doubles. Comes back around, keeps it in the middle of the track, and that's a 36.3. So a good lap from Cody as he bumps it down to a 9.535. And he's looking to feel he's in the zone. He's had a very good run these last few laps going wide. I see these guys, they're avoiding all these bumps now. Let's see what the pros do. Do the pros go through them? We shall find out. Hot sauce, getting a whip. Let's see when he comes by the loop this time. Woo! 9.534 for Cody Watson. 8 flat for Braden. We have 3 more races to go, Jeremy. So great job by Cody Watson. Up next, we have Jeremy Reed, Bozer, and Garrett Gatewood, Tyler Hovde, Will Bristol, Joshua Kinser, Carson Ringer, Nelson Garcia, Brock Peterson, Dominic Aleprando, Craig Jackson, Gene Strout Jr., Blake Ryan, Ryder Trotter, Grant Walker, and Benjamin Hinosa. After this, we go right into the 2 heats of Pro E-Buggy. Can Dakota Fenn make it 2 in a row and wrap up E-Buggy, or are we going to see this go down to the wire in a Q3? We all wish for that Q3. I'm hoping for it, so hopefully we see that happen. As we are now ending almost to the end of Q2 here. We should be done here. We got 4 more races to go. So it's 1:08. I'm thinking by 1:30 we should be done. Take 10 minutes off and then get back at it. I will go out and get myself a coffee. Danny, you want a coffee? Danny says no to the coffee. We want to thank our sponsors, Absolute Hobbies, J Concepts, Techno RC, TLR, VP Racing, ProTech RC, Nitro Pro, BeachRC.com, AKA Tires, Reds Racing, Lugs Racing Tires, S-Works, TNR Fuels, H3 Racing, On Point RC Graphics, Kicker, Performance Audio, RaceTime Entertainment, WRCE, Florida RC Championships, and the No Name RC Podcasts. It Alrighty, so the clock has started. Let's see who we are following right now, and that is Jeremy Reed. His clock has started. Looks like he's running that white, blue, and red, white, blue associated. He's got a nice candy apple wing wrap on there. I like that. That looks nice. 1/8 scale Euros are done. Who won, BJ? Jeremy Reed, Nelson Garcia, Bo Zarin, Ryder Trotter, Will Russell. as we are on board with Jeremy Reed. Nelson Garcia, one of the Mills Ponds guys, making a trip up here with a big contingent of Florida races, especially from South Florida. As he goes up, we see Jeremy Reed. That was a good line, 38.4. He's on an 8-lap 5.03. We have 2 more heats of intermediate e-buggy, followed by 2 heats of pro e-buggy. There we see Jeremy Reed. Got his picture right there. As he comes up over, he's got that associated coming through that lunar landscape section pretty good. And Bo Zarin right behind him, young Bo. That's fine, Bo. Let's show Bo some love. He's coming on the straightaway. No, going across the loop. No, maybe not now. He's sure in the red line of death. He came across the loop. I believe that's Bo right there. That greeny car. Yeah, I think that's him. Bo Zarin. I'm walking out of Walmart the other day with my coffee maker, and all I see is Bo and his dad walking in there. If there are dogs in the where you put your kid, and he goes, "Hey, Lefty, what you doing at Walmart?" Like, what you doing at Walmart with your dogs, Bo? He's a cute kid. Avid racer. Saw him at the Masters of Dirt Florida Carpet Championships. I think he was at PMB as well. A nice young man. Lots of energy. Dario Balestri of Italy, 3rd title, and he lapped the field. Infinity driver, I believe. Man, that guy's really good in 1/8 scale. Onward. As you see Bo up there in that green and red and blue body. But Jeremy Reed still out front. Dominic Alapando in 2nd. Tyler Hovde in 4th. Nelson Garcia in 5th. So right now, none of these guys on Watson's time of a 9.534. But I'm sure there's going to be some threats to that time as we get up into the upper echelons of this race. But Jeremy Reed still holding on with a 5.05. Bo with a 5.15. And there we see young Bo being composed. He's what, about 10, 11, I think. Maybe a little bit older. But great kid. Announcer Jinx on my boy with the Ferrari. That's what Mao Attacks ATX says. His body looks great, though. Really like it. Really do. Young Bo Zarin. No, we're back with Jeremy Reed now. As he comes around, keeping it clean, but needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Right now, he's sitting in 3rd overall, but he has 2 more heats to go, and there's some fast guys in there. So he is going to want to have to pick it up, and every little 10th of a second will count as we go into the next 2 heat races. .12 seconds left in this qualifier. Oh, good checkup from Jeremy Reed. That could have been ugly for both him and the driver in front of him. Oh, cases that jump just now, but no harm, no foul. He's really caught up in some traffic right now, and that's hurting him as he comes by, and that's a 39.1. No improvement on his time, and that's going to be it for Jeremy. He's going to have to finish with an 8.508. Bo Zarin for 8.515. Bo currently in 5th now. And our chat has gone quiet. I guess it will warm up when we get the pro guys or when we get the upper echelons of intermediate. But there you go, Jeremy Reed taking that win. That puts him 3rd overall for now, behind Braden Bruce and Cody Watson. So let's see what happens here with the next 2 heats of qualifying here at intermediate e-buggy. Then directly into pro e-buggy, and then we're going to take a 10-minute break. And then back to the racing here in Q3. Up next, we have DJ Hepler, Nick Reppin, Chadwick Pergantis, Bella Rogers, Skilla Joe Rodriguez, Trevor Michael, Brendan Bartlett, Cole Chura, Mad Matty Long, Dylan Bartlett, Corey McEwen, Shelby Parker, Wade Piggott, David Carmendi, David Sawyer, and JP Sainz. Will Hot Sauces TQ run hold on to the next one? We shall see. We shall see if any of these guys can do it. Cole Chura was very fast in nitro, intermediate nitro buggy, so there is a possibility. Chemo says, Dynasty says, you be ignoring us. I'll be here. BJ says, I'm coming back from watching your phone. I might not off because I just had lunch. Oh, boy. Tori Snow says, let's go, Bella. Anthony RC wants to see David Sawyer. Is he in this race? Yep, he is. Car 15. What's up, Donald? Saying good morning from Alaska. Well, it's afternoon here earlier. Dennis was in here earlier. He was up real early, smoking fish, he said. So, Dennis, another friend of mine from Alaska. And I believe this is Chadwick Pergantis, we are on board with. As he comes up over the double to the 180, to the side, cambered corner, through the lunar landscape. And gunning down the back straight past the staging. And that is a 38-1 for Chadwick. Mad Matty Long right behind him with a 38-1. There's Mad Matty right there. In that pink car, white wing, yellow wheels. Always good to see. We got two young females racing in this race. Mad Matty Long and Bella Rogers. Always good to see females racing RC. Remember, RC is for everybody. And there we see Mad Matty Long skying it high, nose high, but getting it under control, just pulling that brake and bringing it down. Oh. Not too good for her going through the lunar landscape. And we are on board with Dylan Bartlett making the trip down from Montana of the A1 Army. Super aggressive young man. He was super aggressive in his earlier races. Let's see how he does in this one. But he's in that fluorescent pink, white, and blue HB with black wing and yellow wheels. Good looking car that is. A1 Army. And he threw down a 37-1, and he is on a 9-lap 5:35 pace at the moment. But still some time off of Cody. But he has 3 minutes left to go. So he can make up some time or he can lose some time. It's up to him and his patience. But he's looking pretty dialed out there in that HB1 Army car. 1 Army always having an impressive setup at the races I've been to. And he makes a slight mistake. Oh, no, that's going to drop his time down quite a bit after he hits the pipe and rolls it on that corner. But he has 2 minutes and 43 seconds to compose himself and put his head down and click off some fast laps. And that is a long lap of 42.6. And that allows Nick Reppin to move up. And Bella Rogers right behind him. David Carmen. Oh, no, Bella moves up into the front position. Let's see. Let's maybe follow her for a little bit as she comes onto the straightaway. There's Miss Bella out there in that white wing, white wheeled HB. Looks like some dark pink and blue in her paint job. I can't really tell. But DJ Hepler now moving up to that top spot. He's on an 8-lap 5:10. Dylan Bartlett having another not so good lap of a 38.3. Bella Rogers in second. David Carmende third. JP Science in fifth. We got the top three switching around, but DJ Hepler out there looking pretty steady as we are on board with Miss Bella Rogers. DJ Hepler throwing on a 38.5. He's on the 8.509. Nobody looking to top Cody Watson or Braden Boost or Jeremy Reed. Romel Hilado says, "Como está, Keenan? Como está?" Checking in from the Philippines. Ooh, it's what? 1:20 a.m. out there in the Philippines, I would say. 12 hours ahead, I believe. So you're up pretty late on a Saturday night. Well, it's Saturday. DJ Hepler out there. We are on board with that blue and white S-Works buggy. But Dylan Bartlett getting back up there in front. He threw it on a 36.5. But that lap time is going to put him in third overall with one more race to go. Dylan Bartlett, DJ Hepler, David Comande, JP Sainz, Bella Rogers, your top five. Dylan Mark, that mistakes he made early on had cost him dearly. He could have had a 9-lap run, but he made those mistakes. And Dylan Bartlett, DJ Hepler, David Comande, Bella Rogers, and JP Sainz in fifth. As we see Dylan Bartlett and that one Army. Dylan Bartlett, DJ Hepler, Dave Carmandi, Bella Rogers. But Dylan getting that second half of that race right after those mistakes. Looks like he will finish up with a 8.506, which will put him in third overall for now. But we have one more heat to go. One more heat to go. Is that Born RC there? I can't. RC left you. You do a great job commentating. It's very important. Hey, thank you, man. It's a skill that I'm honing. I've been fortunate to work with some of the best, with Nick Damon and Scotty Ernst, and I learn from them. And I'm just developing my own style. I'm trying to keep it calm. I can't get too excited because then I'll wear my battery out. But I'm gonna fuel up here shortly. I'm gonna have a cup of Joe, big cup of coffee. My new coffee maker that's now in the camper. And nobody else drinks coffee, so it's all mine. All mine. All right, the last heat of E-buggy here. We have Hunter King, Aiden Manchanda, Aiden Ridgway, Wyatt Lawson, Ryan Daze, Ethan McManus, Trent Walker, Dylan Raposo, Devon Mallory, Eddie Cordoba, Calvin Bruce, Kyle Neary, Smiley Hen, Kiara Hold, Ryan Rand, Patrick Rossiter. All right, so just Danny, just to let you guys know that we are after the last race of this round, we are gonna shut the streams down on Facebook and YouTube and restart them while they take a break. So you will have to come back and watch it. We just don't want these to time out while we go into the second round of third round of qualifying. But Aiden Manchanda out there for 36-3. He's on a 9. He's showing a 9 at 5:27 right off the bat. Followed by Javon Mallory, Trent Walker, Patrick Russell, Hunter the King, Eddie Cordova, Aiden Ridgway. Trent Walker up to that top spot right now. He just threw down a 37-3. Followed by Javon Mallory, Patrick Rossiter, and Eddie Cordova. Hunter King looking real fast, and E-truggy early on one. Trent Walker had a great truggy run. Nitro buggy run as well. Javon Mallory, thank you, Javon, for the ammo can. Making the trip over from Virginia. Here's an adrenaline RC, and we are on board of Hunter King in that purple and yellow Laker colors TLR. I told him now it's time to get into Nitro. What's up, Rick Harris? How you doing? We got Rob King cheering on his son. We got to get him a Nitro car, Rob. Got to get him a Nitro car. But Hunter's looking really fast out there with his e-buggy. TLR representing. Looking good out there. I really do like his paint job. Really do. Really do like his paint job. As he comes around, that's a 37-3. He's in a 9-lap 5:33. Trent Walker right behind him. Patrick Russell, Javon Mallory, Aiden Manchanda, your top 5. All of those guys are all in your top 5 right now, but nobody. Hunter King knocking on the door of Cody's 9-lap 5:34. So Hunter King now just in front. Oh, wow. Hunter King just threw down a flyer. 35-6. He's up to a 9-lap 5:30. Smashing Cody Watson's TQ pace by 4 seconds. Aiden Manchanda and a 9-lap 5:36. Hunter looking, he has the flow. Look at that TLR going around those corners. That thing looks pretty dialed out there. I got to give him that as he goes through those whoops, through that lunar landscape section up and over. Ooh, he almost cased it, but he got it over there just in time. Let's see, going wide out there. Let's see. That's a 36-5. He's on a 9-lap 5:30. Aiden Manchanda in second. Patrick Russell the third. Javon Mallory fourth. Ryan ran fifth at this moment. But the Hunter King looking super fast out there. Nothing can phase him with 1 minute and 12, and he hits it off the pipe, but gets a lucky bump. And that won't cost him too much time, and he keeps it tight around that pipe as he goes down the center of the lunar landscape, goes wide, comes out, back out, goes a little bit wide, hooks that car in. Good driving. He's got him to navigate around this lap traffic. Let's see if he can get by cleanly. That was a 36-5 for him. He's still on a 9-lap 5:30 pace. Aiden Manchanda by him. Thank you, lap traffic, for letting him by as he goes up. Slips it on the inside. Goes through that hitter. Doesn't hit the face of the jump like we saw some of the pro guys going. Goes on the inside of that bump. Goes around that jump, that hole right there. And it's looking like another good lap if he can pull this off. Hunter King on a 9-lap 5:30 pace. Aiden Manchanda now moving up. He's on a 9-lap 5:32. These two guys looking to go faster than current TQ Cody Watson. As you see Hunter King. Oh, no! Hunter King flips it over and he gets in those trenches, but he doesn't lose too much time. He's still on a 36-9. A lucky roll for Hunter as he gets it crossed up in those ruts there. But it didn't phase him too much as he comes around, keeping it on the inside. Let's see if he does this inside line once again. Oh, he decides to go through the hole, and that pushes him out wide. And he goes through just on the inside of that hole. And he goes around. Those two holes are causing these guys issues. Takes it wide off the off-camera and just pushed him. Gravity just pushes him down. He's getting out in that rough stuff, out there in that loose stuff. Let's see. This is going to be... Oh, no, Hunter. Come on, dude. He goes up and over. Quick marshalling by that marshal. Let's see when he comes by how much time he lost on that lap. That was a 42 for him. That's going to drop him down to a 5:09, 5:36. Aiden Manchanda takes over that lead. He's on a 9-lap 5:33. He's looking to beat Cody Watson. Let's see if he can find Aiden. Oh, it's over now. But Aiden Manchanda representing the Northeast. Let's see what he can do as he goes around, and it goes from bad to worse for Hunter. Bad to worse for Hunter. as there's Aiden right behind him. I believe that's is that Manchanda behind him or right there? I cannot tell. But unfortunate for Hunter King. He was so good in the first half of this race. As that says, he could well. So Aiden Manchanda takes over TQ of Q2 here with a 9 lap 5:39. Well done, Aiden, coming down from the northeast, just hipping Cody Watson. Oh wow, that was a good race. Good race. Rob King says that boy got a job. He could buy his own nitro car. Woo! Born RC. What's up, buddy? Oh, man. That was a good race. Alrighty, everybody. We are up for our first heat of Pro E-buggy. We saw Dakota Fenn take this yesterday as he demolished and demoralized his competition by over 4 seconds or 3 seconds yesterday in E-buggy. Can he do it again, or are we going to see this go to a Q3? I hope it does. What do you guys think out there? Spencer Hecate, Fuller, Julian Oliveras, Joey Bordon, Jared Wiggins, Brendan Schimmel, Cole Caston, Camden Line, Austin Vick, Greg Harmer, Brandon Rose, Tyler Hooks, David Olson, Jonathan Reeves are your first guys up in this Heat 1. All right, guys, what do you want to see? Do you want to see this go to a Q3? I know I do. We got Corey Williams. What's up, Corey? Cheering on Greg Harmer. Got to meet him. Great young man from the Northeast. Spencer Hecker, Caden Fuller, Julian Oliveras, Joey Bordon, man. Joey Bordon was on such a good run in Nitro Buggy yesterday. It was such a good run. As you see these guys lining up. And we're looking to see what can happen here as they go for their warm-up laps. This is the first heat of Pro E-buggy. We got Madison in her cheering on her boyfriend, Seth freaking Van Dalen. Very good TQ run in Nitro Buggy. What's up, Tony? How you doing? Having fun? Oh, yeah. And we see we are on board. Is that, who is this? I should know this, right? That's Wiggins. That's the wizard. Out there in that orange and white and dark blue techno. This man lives at the track. Wow. I think this guy puts in more track time than anybody out there I've seen. He is constantly at the track. Great work ethic. Works very hard at his craft. And it shows his cars always look really good. And he's having a great year as well. As you see the wizard up there over, going through that bump. That bump is starting to cause people problems as long as that bump right there. We're seeing people go on the inside, on the outside. He tried to go right through it. And we got to figure out a way as Wiggins chooses to go on the inside. And up and over the double. Around his 90. Let's see what Wiggins does when he comes around this time. And that is a 36.5. But Joey Burdon getting up there for 35.5, 35.6. Joey Burdon, the young driver from Ohio, right behind Wiggins. Techno teammate. Very talented. Gets a little bit wrong over there with that yellow, blue, and white Techno. Very good and very nice young man. He's developing as a very good driver here. Him and his dad are constantly at the races. Gotten to know him over the years, and just a great father-son family, and very well-reserved young man. You don't see him get too frustrated. He has fun and enjoys it. And this is Joey Burdon chasing down his... Oh, Burdon's the first one I'm seeing doing that double. Like that. Well done. I saw Lutz try to do it. Am I confused? I saw Lutz try to do it in E-truggy, and he took a big chunk out of it the other day. Uh-oh, they both get it wrong there. It's like they were following each other, and they both get it wrong in the moguls, and that's on the Lunar. That's going to cost them a big bunch of time as we see young Joey Burdon going on to the straightaway. Let's see what it is when he goes by. And that allows Brandon Rose up into that top spot. B. Rose doing it for Texas. And Burdon not chosen to do the double this time. And there's B. Rose in that green, lime green and white S-Wax. Always like to see B. Rose do well. Great young man, always smiling. But he does get emotional when he doesn't do well, though. But that's good. He shows his passion. I really like B. Rose. Doing it for Texas. Mike's hobbies down there. But always good for a good interview. As you see B. Rose coming through there, tiptoeing his way through that mogul section, or the lunar landscape section, as we're calling it. And he comes around. Let's see what B. Rose is on. He did a 36.2, but right now it's killer Caden Fuller up there on the top. The younger brother of Mason Fuller, the Iceman. He's on a 9.5.24. Brandon Rose, Brennan Schimmel, Shim Shaky making the move from the 10th skill world. Little do we know that this is where Brennan Schimmel really started to get famous in the 8th scale world, and he gave it all up to do 10th scale racing, and that's worked out really good for him. Spencer Heckert in 4th, Camden Lime in 5th. But right now it's Fuller from Rose, from Schimmel, Heckert, and Lime. That's all young talent right there. All of those guys, very young. Good to see. And right behind them, Joey Burdon and Julian Oliveras, your top 7, all about 21 and below. Always good to see. As we are on board with Caden Fuller, as he is coming around to that HB. Caden just taking up, well, not just taking up, but getting back into racing last year and taking it serious. Him and his brother, the Iceman, always racing at these races. Mike Fuller, probably just busy. He must have an extra 2 set of hands to keep these guys' cars running. But great family. Always doing well. There we see Caden up and down. He's on a good run right here of a 9.5.23. Let's see what these other top guys can answer with as he comes around, guns it down that straightaway, gets on the binders, up and over. And he is coming around to that Lunar Mogul section. And you see his HB looking pretty good through there as he comes up over. Gives a little side chassis whip so we can see the underside of his chassis. And coming back around, great shot. Got to get used to it as he comes thundering down the straightaway and just eases into that corner. He doesn't really get on the binders like we see a lot of people. And Caden just throwing on a 36.2. He's still on a 9-lap 5.23. B. Rose right behind him with a 9-lap 5.25. Julian Oliveras moving up to that 3rd spot. Schimmel down to 4th. Heckert 5th. Lime 6th. And Joey Burdon 7th. That's a good shot. You got to see that rear end of that car bucking all around from hitting those rough bumps. Great job, Gene. Great job. Looks good. Great job, Travis. You guys are working in great tandem. And there we go. Caden Fuller setting your first round TQ. First heat TQ here. How will it hold up? Will Caden find himself in the top 10? There's lots of fast guys left to come up. We'll see how it works for him. So we got one more round of Pro Electric Buggy. Remember, after this, everybody, we will shut down the YouTube and Facebook stream and come back with a fresh stream. So Remember to refresh and find it once we get it all done. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How you get your back? How's your back doing? What did you get done to it?
Techno RC. Techno RC is a championship-winning manufacturer
Did they,
of high-performance A-scale,
what did they do?
10-scale, nitro, and electric
Like, were they
RC buggies and
trimmed fur
trucks.
all that stuff?
With a worldwide dealer network, USA and Europe-based headquarters, comprehensive warranty program, and global race support, Techno RC is excellence in RC.
Back. This is the last heat of this round. We have Dakota Fan out there throwing on a 37-1. And Seth freaking Van Dalen. Seth Van Dalen out there, and he threw down a 35 flat. He is looking on fire out there as we see him coming up through. Wow, look at Seth out there. Seth freaking Van Dalen going by. Let's see what he does there. 34-7 for Seth. He is on fire after that TQ in Nitro Buggy. Let's see if he can take it and force this to go to a Q3. I hope so. Come on, Seth Van Dalen with Ryan Lutz behind him. Jared T was just telling me he wants to have a great e-buggy run. He's in third right now with Ryan Cavallari right there and Tyler Jones right behind him. Seth Van Dalen now looking up. Oh, who's that on their lid? I didn't see who that was. But Seth looking good through that lunar landscape section. Jones, that was on his lid, I was told, as Seth comes around. And oh my, let's see what he's doing. He is looking rapid. 35 flat. He's on a 9.5.14. Behind him, Ryan Lutz on a 35.1 is on a 9.5.17. There we are with Ryan Lutz right there. Coming up through there at that sign, but wow, Seth freaking Van Dalen looking absolutely blazing out there in that techno. This could be a great big. We'd love to see Seth do well, get a big win here at the Wicked Weekend. This race is gaining its level and prestige of all these top drivers here. But Seth Van Dalen looking, let's see what he does on his second lap as we see Lutz just looking calm and collective out there. And Seth comes by the loop, and it's a 35.1. He's still 3 seconds ahead of Ryan Lutz. Ryan Lutz, let's see what he can do when he comes through that mogul section. As he goes up and over, we're back with Seth Van Dalen. Oh my gosh, Seth Van Dalen is just flying. Look at how fast he's going around there. He is in the zone. Seth is ready. He's hurt to say. We see Tebow right in front of him. Tebow's currently running in fourth. And Seth going on the inside of that lunar landscape. His car is looking super dialed through that section. As he comes up over, let's see what Seth does now. Dakota fan moving up into second. They have 1 minute, 48 seconds. Seth with a 34.8. 34.8 for Seth. Still, his fastest lap was a 34.77. Last. That is looking, Seth is looking really fast. Building up that confidence after that good run and taking that TQ round of Nitro Buggy as he comes around in that orange and blue and white Techno. I bet all of Minnesota's, oh no, that's Tebow Irvin. It's going to cost him a lot of time there in that mogul section, in that landscape section, but not for Seth Van Dalen. He is in the zone. He is going to make it around her. Let's see what he comes by on that line. Up 34.7. He beats his fast time. He drops down. He's got 4 seconds ahead of Dakota Fenn. Seth Van Dalen, he has the flow. Minnesota is celebrating right now. They're going to name a lake after him after this. They have 10,000 of them as he goes around and up over that double, coming around, doing that 180. Seth is in the zone. Look at that car. Look at it go through her. Bloop, 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 bloop. No problem for Seth Van Dalen. That is the best line going through there so far. His car is looking great. I'm sure his dad's enjoying this, and Madison's there. Let's see when he comes by this time around. 34.5. He's just getting faster and faster each time he goes around. Seth Van Dalen on a 9 lap 5:13 with 31 seconds left to go. Come on, Seth Van Dalen. Let's take this to a Q3. Building up that confidence off that great TQ run in Nitro Buggy. Can he do it again in E-Buggy? Seth Van Dalen coming up with some lap traffic there. That looks like Cade Burnett. Hopefully Cade will give him the space that he needs as Seth goes down on that inside line. Going up over that double. Cade going to pull over for him. Well done, Cade. Thank you, Cade. Let's see what's up. He is in the zone. This guy's just getting faster. Seth Van Dalen just kicks off a 34.3. I can't believe. And Dakota Fan kicks off. Oh, my gosh. He is looking very rapid out there. Come on, Seth Van Dalen. Do it for Minnesota. As he goes up and down and around, he's going up with all those doubles, keeping it tight around this 180. There you can see that divot that's forming. He doesn't worry about that. He goes right through, and he stays on the inside, tight on the pipe, gets a little bit squirrely going through there, up and over that double. But what a performance for Seth Van Dalen as he comes up over, and he looks like we're going to take this to a Q3 as Seth Van Dalen comes by. 35.4, that's a 9 lap 5:13 for Seth freaking Van Dalen. He takes the challenge to Dakota Fenn. We are going to have to go to a Q3. What a great performance for Seth Van Dalen. Wow, what a great. And Ryan Cavallari in third, Mason Fuller in fourth, and Joe Bornos in fifth. What an exciting round of E-Buggy qualifying. So we got to have all Q3s that mean something. So well done to Seth Van Dalen. And we are going to close out the stream for now on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to take a quick break and come back for you guys. Oh, we're going to go over and do an interview with Seth Van Dalen, I'm told. I'll be right back. All right, we're here with Seth freaking Van Dalen, an impressive TQ of E-Buggy, building that confidence off the Nitro Buggy run. Dude, you was flying out there.
Yeah, car felt amazing that run. Switched the shocks over from the Nitro Buggy, threw them on the E-Buggy, and made one little roll center adjustment, and the car is phenomenal. That I am so happy, and Tires worked amazing. I just ran blue reflexes, didn't sauce this time. Car had great rotation, great forward drive. Everything worked amazing. I'm super happy.
Dude, we was watching on the video. You're coming through that rough section right on the inside, hugging the pipe. I have to agree. Your car was amazing out there.
Yeah, it seemed like the tighter that I got there, the smoother it was. There's a few holes on exit, and if I can stay right up against the pipe, the car's like butter smooth through there. So I'm super happy, super excited. I'm not even driving like insanely hard. The car just has that much natural speed right now, so it's pretty great.
All right, well, good luck in Truggy and Nitro Buggy. But thank you for making it exciting, and we look forward to seeing what you do in Q3.
Thank you.
All right. That's Seth Van Dalen. He takes the TQ of Q2. Remember, we're going to switch off the YouTube and Facebook feed, and then we'll be right back. I'll be back in the commentary booth. I need to get myself a cup of coffee after that. Seth Van Dalen just woke me up. So with that said, remember, switch off. We'll be back on YouTube and Facebook on a different stream.